Welcome to the sellthatoption.com YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining us here, taking a look at any of our daily recap videos, please feel free to reach out to me at ryan@sellthatoption.com should you have any questions about the process or anything that you're about to view. Now, momentarily, you're going to get to see a dated version of what I send to our members here at sellthatoption.com every single day after the close if we initiate a trade. Okay, and so I send these after the market closes. They're able to take a look at the trades that I make. I'll talk about why I entered the trade, what I was looking for when I initiated the trade, my profit targets for that trade, and any general market commentary that was important when we were looking at that trade. Now, it's important to note here that these are trades that you can take a look at the night after. You don't have to be chained to your computer all day. See if there's something that you like and then initiate the trade potentially on the next business day. Okay, and so what we're going to do is here is if you are a member or you're looking at a membership, what you would do is you would come over here, select members, and then you would click daily recap videos. Okay, so let's take a look at exactly what a daily recap video page would look like and how our members would utilize that page. All right, now here we are in our daily recap video page, and so you can see a little bit of education that our members would get to read, and then you just go down here and you click play. Okay, now I've got it set up to where the most recent video is always the first one that shows up. You can see the date, and so what you would do is you would just click play, and then you would be able to see the video. Okay, I don't have any of the other videos set up, but what you can do is you can come to this page right here, and then you can see all of previous videos that we have listed on the site. Okay, without any further information, let's get right into the daily recap video. All right, and welcome. Today is November the 22nd, 2017, and we are doing our daily recap video here at sellthatoption.com. Okay, so as you can see down here, we did fill 3 orders today, all opening orders. So let's start here in XLU. Now, XLU, we just did a straddle. We did 4 straddles for a credit of $2.02 per straddle. We'll take a look at the risk analysis page here momentarily, and then take a look at the IV percentile as well there. And then we did our weekly trade in the VIX. Now, this is nothing revolutionary, nothing new. This is just us continuing to take advantage of contango. If you haven't watched any of our VIX strategy videos or anything like that, definitely take a look at that because there's some fantastic information on truly understanding volatility and the VIX. Okay, and then we put our big boy pants on here and opened a pretty big position in UNG, which is natural gas ETF. I'll tell you exactly why I decided to do this big boy position in UNG when we look at the chart here momentarily, but this is exactly why I put this pretty big position on here in UNG. Okay, so these are the orders that we did today. Pretty standard stuff, nothing out of the normal here, and all trades that once you get to know the strategy and the methodology here at sellthatoption.com, that you'll be more than capable of doing yourself. Okay, let's take a look at IV percentile. All right, and here we are in our IV percentile levels. Okay, so as you can see, XLU is right at 40, which is pretty elevated, which is why we wanted to go ahead and get in that security. You can see UNG isn't super high, but it is in the area where we're interested at 30, but it is, again, as we'll show here shortly, much more of a chart play than it is a IV percentile play. And then the VIX, very quickly trying to scan for the VIX, and you see it down there at 15.36. So certainly not something that's super high. Again, this is just us continuing to do the type of trading that we do here at Sell That Option and continuing to sell premium in the VIX because we know that it's insanely profitable. Okay, so this is IV percentile. Now, if you have any questions about why we trade higher IV percentiles, there's a ton of education in our system and in our educational course materials as to why that's the case. Just reach out to me and I can connect you with some of those resources. Okay, let's take a look at the payout diagram for our XLU straddle. Okay, and here we are in our XLU straddle. So this is a very typical straddle. We are currently at a probability of profit at 50.11%, and as we get closer and closer to expiration, we'll see that number continue to move up, we see that our break-evens are 53.97 to 58.02. So we have pretty nice break-evens. And so we are centered right at the 56 strike, the 56 price level. And so we're right where that security is. Really like this position. We had higher implied volatility levels, and I definitely feel good that this is going to be a good trade for us. Okay, so this is our payout diagram. We'll just want to continue to move in between those short strikes, or our break-evens, excuse me, in between our break-evens, and as long as we stay there, we're not necessarily going to need to do anything with that security, but I will certainly let you know if we end up adjusting this security. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at our UNG position. All right, and here we are in UNG, and so one of the things you're going to notice right here is that we are on an hourly chart. Pretty much the way I've been playing UNG is whenever we get between 610 and 615, I begin to sell puts. I definitely feel as if 6 is a pretty solid floor, or 575 is a solid floor. Somewhere in there is a pretty solid floor for UNG, and until I get burned, I'm going to continue to play by selling some puts down here below the market and then just covering those puts later as the security moves up. But definitely like selling some puts as the market continues to move up and down here at 6 as we get towards 610 or so. And so that's kind of why I decided to put this trade on in UNG. I don't necessarily know if IV was particularly great, but I think that this is just a chart play. This is a bullish chart play that I really like here. Okay, let's continue to move on. Okay, and our last trade today was our VIX position. So as you can see here, this is a very typical sold. We sold almost an at-the-money call here, so we sold an at-the-money call here, and we're really just looking for time decay to continue to eat into our VXX position here. We're about 45 days out till expiration, and so this is very typical for what we like to do here at Sell That Option. Okay, this is our daily recap. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at ryan@sellthatoption.com. Otherwise, as always, stay humble, stay hungry, and here's to our success.